are definitely going to be, is it taught or anyway, you are going to be brought into the functions of the keep and get to observe Sir Petrin and to do things that he tells you to do directly. The Swordmaster, Brion, is going to also take you into training, or at least some observation, to work with you, probably to start teaching you how to ride.
Okay.
That's probably your next your next skill to open. So you can treat yourself as getting training in riding and training in. Let's see. I just put away this sheet with all the skills on it because I said I don't need that anymore. But I did make copies of these and also the profession one. Oh wait, that's why I need the one with the professions. Here. Knight Squire. Lucky you. You're going to start getting training in heraldry.
Okay, I already have some of that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, I get more training, I guess.
You'll get some more training in that. What is it that's different between Knight Squire versus...
weapons.
Well, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Riding and musician.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't open them yet.
Okay.
But when we get there to the next development,
here.
riding and physician, you'll get to open them.
Yeah. Should I do a roll for the climbing?
It was stressful, yes.
Yes, so
you go right ahead.
Yes. Fail. Not improving.
Not improving.
And improving.
Okay. All right. Well, that sort of gives a little extra bounce to play. You get to see.
It was riding and
physician.
Which I also already have.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which I also already
No, I'm wrong.
Music.
Yeah.
The music.
Yes.
Okay,
Music.
yeah.
Yes. So, in other words, they're trying to brush him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Was musician one of these skills that were like many skills you have to do? You play the flute or do you? I think it says so.
Pick an instrument.
Yeah.
Triangle.
There are
Triangle.
there are a number of them that there's a specialty
Yes.
concept in the rules.
Okay.
So we will worry about that when we get there.
Yeah.
Then I would. So that's what's kind of going on for you. Is there anything that you feel like accomplishing today that would involve a skill check? Otherwise, you are just going to do what people tell you, and there's no skill check involved.
No, I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna do as told.
Okay.
But also, I also need to recover, so...
Yes. Well, you will get a full recovery.
Okay, so yes,
And right.
Exactly, okay.
And you took no injuries, if I'm not mistaken.
I did, did I have them in blunt?
Yes, but it was blunt. That will... that means we need to roll for that.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so your endurance...
It is 16.
And
you rolled them.
I know. But, and you took what kind of a blow was it? Do you remember?
It was...
Orange or yellow?
I think it was orange, the E3.
Right, okay. So that's 3 times 14. No, 16, which is 48.
Yeah.
So you need to roll...
You took 12 damage, didn't you?
Yes. 12.
Yeah.
It's your... That's not the point.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So 48 or less?
Nope. Critical failure.
Okay. Well, really?
Yes.
Do not treat the wounds with the dagger.
Amputate.
My abdomen? How do you amputate my abdomen?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We might say goodbye to your very, very high potential character. Bad luck hits everywhere. Okay, no healing. This is the first. Okay. Okay. It is not an open wound.
Nope.
So it is still just a mark. Just means no healing.
Okay.
I am also going to say that you probably are not able to attend the Manly Sargine drinking bout.
Yeah.
It seems like if you have a stomach wounds
Yeah.
that is
Also,
you're not going to feel good, right?
No.
So yeah.
Also, things when it's crazy with Iranians, and maybe it's not the best time to party right now.
No, I agree.
Bruised,
Yeah.
bruised liver.
That's right. Okay, and so let's see then. So there is that recovery. Otherwise, I would have given you some drinking or carousing or something like that.
It's drinking
There's something on there that's related to that.
Don't you still have like fatigue points?
I don't think we wrote them down.
Okay.
But they will clear.
Yeah, but,
He didn't fight long enough to get much.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
So that was clear.
And also, I'm not doing anything else, so I think I
I'm
should
just
rest my way.
releasing the rules.
And how about you? Oh wait, we're doing you last. Johan.
Yes, I want to join my family, even though they are not super happy to see me, and I'll try to be subtle and help when they show you I got this potato and in the soup and the family soup, and that, and try to speak about hard times coming without scaring the shit out of everybody, but preparing them for I don't know.
Is that intrigue or rhetoric?
I'm kind of interested, actually. It's a fairly interesting question.
It could be
I think.
intrigue since you seem to walk a line, I guess.
Yes, I get it as well.
Well, let's go ahead and turn it into a little bit more of a role-playing thing. I have been thinking that your mother could be this name here. So, Shan is your mother. S-I-A with a hat.
Oh, okay.
And it's a very common Welsh name
Yes.
for a woman, Siobhan or Shan.
Yeah.
And the interesting point that I had to learn just the other day is it is Jane.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah, that's so. Let's see. So that is your mother, who was very successful as a prostitute and now oversees an inn that people like to stay at.
Yeah, of course it functions as an inn and as a
That's
also. We have services, we wash your clothes and
and also to mess them up.
Yes.
Okay. So now we have. So you are in conversation with your mother, who, despite all else, has no intention of watching you starve or anything like that. So therefore, I think you would be.
I'm actually worried about my family as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, you don't need to roll to inform them about what you have seen. And they are no fools either.
No.
They have also picked up, on the situation.
Yeah,
It was enough to get the crowd all mad, right? So
Yes,
it's already common knowledge now.
Okay.
But the problem is that they foresee that their services of all sorts are not going to be in high demand, and that unhappy, gaunt farmers carrying out family feuds over stupid things are not going to be coming for an extra bowl of soup or other benefits at the inn. So that's looking kind of bad. So
also, Lady Mother, I have a rather delicate piece of news. Perhaps you could use it to our advantage. But I understood from what I heard at the keep that the constable is consolidating power and moving on the religious, on the temples. Or so I understood it.
Well,
And,
perhaps that should be good, because today is the 8th, and today is the low mass held by the Church of Agric. And the way this is done is to carry out a ritual combat. And sometimes it is just staged, and sometimes, depending on the circumstances, they bring out some poor convict or something to get butchered, or perhaps an animal, right, can be goaded into fighting someone. And so they dress it all up with, some fireworks and waving of pennants and things like that. And so it only takes a little while, but it is carried out in a ritualistic fashion in the community. And even now, a fellow from out of town, wearing his, I like this idea actually, it just suddenly amuses me. Now this guy that we are going to look at here is going to be a little overdressed for our purposes because this is some kind of hardcore, high disciplinary, high balefire rituals. So the guy we see is less fancy than this guy. He's less fancy than this guy, and he's carrying his helmet underneath his arm, right? So he's looking like he's sort of half ready for this, and his job is to lead this. He's visiting. He comes in every month to do this, and or is he? No, you know what? I think this guy is semi-local. He will live here for a season or something like that. So he's known, but he's not entirely. No, he didn't grow up here. So I'm going to grab a name for him. His name is Orthas, and Orthas is a little harassed looking, and he says, "Bring out the cheap stuff," meaning the ale. Bring out the cheap stuff. We need a couple of buckets, for people to drink while they watch, and he's also frustrated because he has been trying to get some kind of pig or something to butcher, but the people who own the pigs have been resolutely, even the fear of Agrik has not impressed them enough to give up their best pigs, which is what he wanted, and that has not been working out. And so he's sort of frustrated and says, "Don't you have somebody useless around here? One less mouth to feed. Come on, lady."
I will be very busy.
Your mother thinks about it. But no.
Not yet. Maybe later.
Now that I think about it, currying a little favor with the priest of Agrik might be a really, really good way.
I wish I still had the potatoes.
Yeah, she actually says, it can be one of the there's probably a term for it, right? For the ritual or showy, the kayfabe.
Yeah,
version,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And which is fine. It's perfectly acceptable for that to be the case. They won't kill someone unless they want to make a point or score social points for killing that guy. Right? Their holy sacrifices are very tactical, I think. And so in this case, your mother seems to think that maybe, I think she's got a pretty high persuasion roll.
Yeah.
Just my...
I imagine.
83? Yeah. That's pushing it. I don't know if she has like an 85 or a 90 or something.
That would be good.
That would be really good if she did. No. I think I'm going to cap these spot NPC things around 70%. So it's a marginal failure. And he takes one look over there and he says, he couldn't put up a good enough show. Don't waste my time. storms.
I make sure to be even more hunchback.
Exactly. Sort of put
And you
one
actually-
shoulder up.
Like 180 is
Yeah,
Grunts.
but
That's
I'm always
okay.
like
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Makes a few inarticulate grunts, you
Yes.
know. Right.
Please don't hurt me.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I kind of like this. So anyway, that's the situation for you. Now,
Yes.
how about what sort of roles do you think we should
No,
consider here, if anything?
I think an intrigue might work, or nothing at all. Because I'm not only talking to my mother, I'm talking to my siblings as well. And
Cookery. You added the potato.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, try your cookery.
Yeah, okay.
We can always get a development
Yeah.
check out of it.
And I'd also want to mention the Iberian seaman pirates.
Right,
And
right.
Yeah.
they're maybe losing a ship to some kind of monster.
Ooh, I see. Okay.
But you hear all this.
You know, go ahead. Let's see. The critical would be very good here, actually.
Also, of course, I tell her rumors that are completely false, but that I
Make it
picked
up.
up because of course I pick up shit.
Yeah, of course. Right.
And this one is okay, perhaps in love with or something. That is a critical, but it's a critical intrigue. Oh, it's a critical success.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wow. Okay.
but that was not a stressful role. So I got
No,
one.
no. Well, you will. Also, we need to remember that when it's not a stressful roll, we just put a check to put it there at the end of the month. That we don't roll that one. We
Yeah,
roll
okay.
the stress one.
Yes,
right?
okay,
Yes.
yeah, good.
Right. So now, so this is great though. Let's role play this. You're talking, as you say, two more siblings and things like that, trying to blend in with them, perhaps.
Someone
And so-
may hate me less than others.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of used to you. You're
Yes.
unpopular with your family.
Yeah.
But you're not. They don't. You didn't roll badly.
I also play the role. I know that I'm at the bottom of the
Yeah,
rung.
Right. So I think at this point you are able actually to not only communicate but also to put together quite a bit that there is this is really a bad time. I mean, there will be a monster, there will be a social crisis, there's going to be this famine, possibly. There's the whatever it is that Sir Petrin does, he's probably going to put a lot of social pressure on everybody he can for maximum protection and control.
Mhm.
None of this adds up very well. So in a way, you are really providing very useful information. This intrigue will work to the benefit of your family as the older and wiser heads, start to strategize.
Yes, great.
So that is that actually, you know what, you're going to be okay with the family for a while. I think you've bought yourself a little bit of acceptance.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, here. So I think that's a good outcome for you.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm smiling like awkwardly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is this a trap or are they going?
So far, so good. Now, remember that David had to go,
Yes.
and he has some things to talk to you about.
Yeah.
This is quite important.
Mm.
Petrain shall be returning from his trip to the marshes. He will be expecting me, and I will not be here. You are going to have to keep a very, I'm going to entrust something to you, and it is critical. And he will definitely, trust you and work with you when he sees it. And not only that, but it is crucial for our plan. He will give you, where did this go? Here it is. There. He will give you a statuette about this big, and it is not quite, it is about, let's see, it's about half a kilo. And it is, so it's maybe about this big then. I
Yeah,
would say.
something like
Yeah,
that.
because it is silver,
Yeah, it's silver. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
and this is what you almost got to look at
Yeah, exactly.
yesterday.